Hi guys! My students are sometimes a bit unsure of how to pronounce the names of major cities from around the world when speaking in English. So in this lesson, we're going to look at 10 famous cities and how we normally pronounce them in British English. My name's Stephanie and I'm an English tutor at Britcent. Let's begin. So the first thing to remember is that when speaking in English, we often use the English version of the city name. So this means that how we say the name of the city in English might be quite different to how it's said in the original language. Let's start with this famous city in Germany. So in English, we normally pronounce it as Munich. Notice that the word has two syllables, Munich, and the stress is placed on the first one. Also notice that the CH at the end of the word is pronounced like a K. So once again, we say Munich, Munich. Now moving over to this famous city in Switzerland. This word is also made up of two syllables, and the first one is stressed. And similar to the previous example, the end of the word is pronounced ick. So in British English, we normally pronounce this word as Zurich. Once again, Zurich. And here's another famous Swiss city. This word has three syllables, and the middle one is stressed, Geneva. Notice that the middle syllable is a long E sound. So we say Geneva. One more time, Geneva. Our next one is on the other side of the world, the capital of South Korea. So this word is just one syllable, and in British English, it's pronounced Seoul. Let's say that one more time. Seoul. And not too far away, we have the Japanese capital. In English, this word can either have three syllables and be pronounced Tokyo, or two syllables, Tokyo. So the sound in the middle of the word is slightly different, but the stress is always on the first syllable. So let's say them both again. Tokyo or Tokyo. Now, moving back to Europe, let's have a look at this capital city. Now, this word has only one syllable because the letters U and E at the end of the word are silent. So in British English, we pronounce it Prague. Let's say that again. Prague. Next is another capital city, this time in Poland. Now this can be a little bit tricky to pronounce because of the OR sound in both of its syllables. So just break it down into two parts, war and saw. The stress falls on the first syllable. So in full, we pronounce it Warsaw. Once more, Warsaw. Our next famous city is this one. This word has two syllables, Athens, and the first one is stressed. Watch out for that tricky th sound. Put your tongue between your teeth and push the air out, like this. Th. So in full, we say Athens. Let's try that again. Athens. And another famous city, this time in Italy, is this one. As I mentioned earlier, in the original language, this city is said very differently. But in English, we have our own word for it. It has two syllables, Naples, and the first one is stressed. So we say Naples. Once more, Naples. and we're finishing off our list of cities in my hometown. So this one might seem a little bit easy, but a lot of people make the mistake of pronouncing the letter O as an O sound, when in fact, in the first part of the word, the O is pronounced A, like this, lun. And in the second part of the word, the O is pronounced as a schwa, like this, dun. So in full, we say London. Let's say that again. London. Okay, so now let's practice saying those words once more together. Here we go. Munich, Zurich, Geneva, Seoul, Tokyo or Tokyo, Prague, Warsaw, Athens, Naples, London. Okay, that's all from me. I hope you found this lesson helpful. The next time you're talking about any of these major cities in English, try to remember how I pronounce them here today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.